aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. We lost power, we lost water. There were coffin flies everywhere. The storm ruined my previous projects. Reagents and materials that we were using, they were stored in exotic freezers, and everything inside the freezers was covered with mold. Everything was covered with mold. So I had to throw everything out and start fresh. And really, at that point I decided, I'd worked on very theoretical projects, and I decided I really wanted to work on some practical things. After the storm, I got to see how oil is so interconnected with everything that we do. If we don't have oil and we don't have gas, things come to a halt. So I decided to develop biotechnologies for producing butanol, a fuel that can be used as a gasoline replacement. And I wanted to produce it using bacteria that could use cellulose as a nutrient. Things like paper, cardboard, cotton gin waste, wood chips. These are non-food items, commodities that are normally just thrown away, that can be converted into fuel. And the first step really was to find some bacterial strains that could produce butanol. We made arrangements with Bill Smith over at the Audubon Zoo, and he gave us access to animals that eat grass. But fecal matter contains about 1,000 billion bacteria per gram. So having poop is one thing. Finding some good stuff in there, that's another. So we developed a technique to sort through the material in the droppings. And we found butanol-producing bacteria as soon as we looked for them. I think the project as it stands right now, if we had the right company to work with us, in 100 days we could be making butanol at a large scale. And this butanol project of mine, it's just one component of the overall energy problem. But I would like to see this technology, be used all over the world, People that need liquid fuels can make it from agricultural waste products. And in places like India or Brazil or other places that have, staggering amounts of cellulosic material, it's a big deal. Doesn't sound like much, but it's a big deal. But I had to find something new because the things that I'd worked on previously were gone. As you can imagine, if you've taken aim at something that's really significant, it's much easier to work on than if you choose something that nobody cares about except yourself. So I've tried to choose projects that are important to many people, I think, and very, very interesting to me.